Finally, we're going to get to how I feel about the beta. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's not good. It feels like the developers are trying to sabotage themselves. Once again, it looks like we're going to have another Call of Duty that favors Warzone and everything else just gets put into the afterburner. Multiplayer is just Modern Warfare 19 to the T, except everything else is to slow down. That's what gives it the different feel that you hear people say, oh, it feels different. Just because everything is slowed down, and that's not a good thing. And when I say that, I mean like perks, kill streaks, your movements, everything is to slow down a little bit, which ain't too bad. I mean, it's exactly how older Call of Duties are at that tempo before, everybody was a sprinter with unlimited run. But it kind of feels a little too slow now because, we've been Vanguard, they had hyperspeed, championship edition speed. But man, it's not good. The three maps they had were ass. I don't like it. It's Modern Warfare 19 maps. It's just bundled for you. Like, I mean, there's a lot of places to dip left into, run into, maybe a something you can get on top, a second layer. But it's not thought out. It's not strategic. It's not tactical. Those are two words Call of Duty love to use, but once again, another year is not implemented. You may have a room that you may have a good site, and you will see people camp it. But if you play older Call of Duties, you know how to get them down. Get a sniper rifle, get something, and go to the back of the map, shoot their ass. Or you can try to get in from behind. But I mean, it's not the Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1 and 2 type of strategic. Well, let's leave Part 2 because Part 2 was more of a run and gunner. It's just what you see in the Part 1 is where you had different layers to it. But all the elements are gone. Strategic, tactical. Vanguard used tactical because that gives you more players, but they left using that term like it was tactical and it wasn't. Once again, this isn't tactical. You're running in a maze that feels like you're a rat looking for some cheese. You got your people who are smart, they just gonna wait for you to come. This is the issues that Modern Warfare 19 had. People didn't want to go through the doors. People didn't want to go through because it was easier to kill people who came to you. So you will see people just sitting in their spawner, but at least they're moving. But I mean, oh my god, this defeats the purpose of, I just want bigger maps because that defeats the purpose of, somebody camping in an area. And there's only one, like so far, one big map was the hotel, which was decent, but the other two I'm not feeling at all. It's too small to do what you wanted to do, just because, once again, like I said, everything is implementing for Warzone. You can tell in multiplayer because the multiplayer was being integrated. You had your Modern Warfare 19, which was implementing, their Warzone, and for Cold War and Vanguard to be implemented into using the same engine. Since this was supposed to be the first to recycle this into another trilogy, they still used everything was recycled. But because there won't be a second or third to be integrated, they just still implemented a Warzone into this engine itself, the multiplayer engine. So it's going to look just like, well, if you saw yesterday, the streamers, they were first to play Warzone. So we saw it's just like multiplayer, just a little bit duller. Still much blander colors, At least multiplayer had like more brighter colors, but not too much. But Warzone is yikes. It's going to get a different feel for people to get the items and weapons and the cash now, which was pretty good. The bots look stupid. There's no real advanced AI in them. I saw people run circles around them without the bot shooting. What's the? Oh, God. I understand it's the beta, but still, so much to be decided. If you're gonna put bots into this, You gotta give them some good AI, because if you got people just running, getting the goodies and then leaving them, I mean, they just didn't feel like killing them because they look stupid just standing there. I sat there and watched this, and I was amazed. The three circles, it's a pretty good idea, so turn to one big one. It still doesn't feel, a little bit faster paced compared to other Warzone time limits, but maybe it's a little bit better. I don't know, but I don't know how I feel about your loadouts. You don't have a loadouts, to get no more. Instead, you can upgrade your weapons. So that may be for the better, because people's really abusing the last Warzones with their loadouts. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. But I think Warzone definitely had much more work than the multiplayer. Multiplayer has always been my bread and butter. But this feels bad. It's Modern Warfare 19, which I all the stuff I didn't like about it in it. The perk class, terrible. I thought it was gonna be like Modern Warfare 2, 3, where you can take your perk, and then after you grinded it with doing certain objectives, bam, you got a pro perk that's the better version, and it stayed with you forever, because you unlocked it. No, what they did was they found another way to make perks into a field equipment. Yeah, it sucks. Who wants to have just two perks that work, since then you got the last two where you have to grind or wait for them to become active, and it's for a limited time? Who wants to do that? That was our argument about, you guessed it, Dead Silence. Why is Dead Silence a field upgrade? And it still is a field upgrade. Call of Duty is being bashed right now because Dead Silence is a field upgrade. They turned Blind Eye and Ghost into field upgrades. In fact, every class has two that you got grind, and it's useless. It's completely useless in multiplayer. Maybe this is a good for Warzone, but because they lasted the integrated multiplayer into it, it's stupid. That you should have took time with multiplayer this year. You had all the time to do it. Who wants to wait 2 years for a new Call of Duty to be original? I mean, not original, but not integrated. Recycled. This is recycled, and it's bad. Nobody wants to grind just to have Blind Eye, so it's completely useless. Ghost is useless, and even if you turn to other classes, the last two you got grind is just useless because it's supposed to be fast-paced multiplayer shooter. By the time anything happens, you already done that, so X amount of times. Who wants to finally use it when it comes available? Because it's a rat maze. You're just gonna run into people regardless of people waiting for you to show up. So the only thing that this new engine or this new integration has done is you will know who has the Chronos trigger modded controllers, because they will lock onto you instantly, and it will follow you. That's how you know. Because guess what? Once again, another year, the aim assist is terrible on consoles. I don't know how it's going to look on PCs, but consoles is not existent at all. Maybe that's how it is in beta, and it'll be like Vanguard again when they put the actual game out. But there's no aim assist, whatever. You could be around moving all over the person, and it won't lock at all. I mean, I'm fine with that, but I mean, like, this has been an issue for Cold War. It's been an issue with Vanguard, in which PC players benefit so much, because they got the good aim assist. And you already know the majority of them are cheaters anyway, so they got the tracking ability with their cheats. But consoles need something to, hold them off. And without aim assist, we're at a further disadvantage. So I don't know how I feel. I mean, I'm not happy about that because, I played with the PC players. Some of them pretty good, but I mean, majority are cheaters, especially the big streamers out there. And that's who they invited for their reveals. All the big cheaters were there. Diaz and, you saw, yeah. Nadia got exposed there. Even one of the security females went over there and called her a fraud. She was 4 and 15, 4 and 15, 4 and 16. She played terrible. She got called out for it. That's your queen rat. They wish they had their little rat pedals and their cheats, but this was actual, dedicated computers, dedicated land. You had to play on theirs. They couldn't bring their cheats and stuff, and they all looked stupid or they played scared. What's that? Haley MK? What's it? Whatever her name is. She was the only decent one. We know is a big cheater, but she actually got some skills. She don't need a cheat, but she exposed herself too. Swag played scared like hell the whole time. What's his name? Breadman just hid in a damn room the whole damn time. But man, I mean, like, I'm not happy with this because this is the Call of Duty that's supposed to hold us off for 2 years. This may be the time they're gonna break out the Modern Warfare 2 remaster multiplayer or the Modern Warfare 3 remaster that they've been holding into the vaults. It's all completed. They never put out, but they may have to this time because this game is not going to survive. In fact, the Vanguard kind of looks pretty good. I'm talking about with just like the minuses in it. I mean, this game does look a little bit better. It runs a little bit better, but I mean, like, Vanguard should. I mean, if you know, it's kind of hard for me to put in words. This is the fact there's so many negatives in this beta. I'm not happy. It's the first beta ever that I hated. Every other beta I made, I hate the maps, but at least I like how it shoot. It has some promise. This game just had all the negatives I dislike. They made more negatives. I mean, like, are they sabotaging? Do they even know how to make a good Call of Duty anymore? I don't think so. I think making Warzone really ruined things. But the one thing I do like is this Warzone is more of a blackout. It's not like your typical, like I said, Warzone where all the big names cheating streamers just ran through you like so fast. Now they gotta do a little bit more. So you got a chance at least, but I mean, I don't know. I got played myself because when I first saw the reveal 2 days ago, I was like, okay, this looks promising. I kind of like how everything looked. The perks. Oh, you got pro perks. Okay, great. But yesterday I had my hands on it and I hated it. Classes are completely useless. It's just you're in a rat maze now. The maps are not built for certain strategic or tactical. You just okay. Let's just hold our side off. Once again, you're forced to be on. Work as a team. I've always been that solo. I'm gonna do my own thing, go to this side, and have my own foundation and just mow them down. And you can't do that. Don't expect to try to take two people on at the same time. I mean, they use the same. I mean, everything's slowed down, but your deaths are still fast. As soon as you get attacked, you're gonna die. That's something I really disliked out of this one. Just I don't know. They don't have stems this time. We didn't like stems to begin with, but I mean, we got used to it. Instead, they got something called breath rage. It's just stem. That's all that is, a stem. But because the animation is so slow, it's useless. Kill streaks. The stealth bomber takes forever to finally show up. Care packages take too long to drop down. There's so much negative. I mean, like, this game is Cyberpunk 2077. It needs another year to be worked on. I'm just not happy with it. I mean, the first Call of Duty ever, I'm not happy about it. I'm hoping there are better maps because these three, I'm not with it. You got a new loadout to get guns this time. You've got to build up one gun, which unlocks two different classes, or like a skill tree. So that's maybe something different and something for me to work and grind with that I might enjoy. But I mean, I don't know. But it's no different than unlocking weapons anyway. So maybe that's a plus. I would have preferred it to be like Blackout. What's a Blackout 2? Yeah, where you just had your weapon and you just grinded like 3 different tiers and that was it. I would have preferred that. That was never broken. So I don't know how I feel about this so-called, okay, if you want the M16, you gotta grind the M4 in two different ways, and then you can unlock it. That's the last option. I don't know how I feel about it, but anything that's just a one-shot or a 3-round burst is completely trash right now. They need to buff them. Those guns are completely useless right now. Ah, don't expect to win no 1v1 even if you shoot first, because these guns are heavily low powered. I mean, it makes zero sense to have them. Shotgun, well, you know, shotgun stuff always been, but this one's a little bit better. You gotta actually be close to actually get, you know, that overpowered feeling, but at least it's doable if you're like midway. No longer will you just be blown away wherever you're at. Your sniper rifle, maybe the overachiever class. I've been, man, that sniper, you can really go run through a team with it. I kind of enjoyed it, but I didn't want to constantly do that, you know. You only got, I think, like 4 guns. No. 5 guns you could actually level up. 2 you could play with, or maybe 3. I don't know, but like, I try to give it a chance, and it just feels weird to me. Like I said, they got a lot to fix in multiplayer. Like I said, that's always been my bread and butter. I'm just not happy with it. I'm not happy with the kill streaks. I'm not happy with the field upgrades. I'm not happy with perks being turned into field upgrades without the field upgrade class. It's not good. I'm not happy. And right now, Call of Duty is being slammed for the perk system. It's being slammed for some of the slow animations. It's being slammed for Dead Silence being a field upgrade. People are not liking Warzone 2.0 at all. But I mean, I don't really care about Warzone at that. It needs to be slowed down. You know, people are just getting in their classes too damn fast anyway. So, not getting their big loadouts, maybe a plus. That's maybe what needed to be done, and that way they have the upgrades. You know. But I did notice out that map, there's a place, you know, that had multiple cash registers that had all that money. So that may be that spot, you know. There may be some spots way better to land at that shouldn't be that grand. But right now, multiplayer is a letdown. Modern Warfare 19, I had better fun with. My whole point was I wanted to have fun. And I did not have fun. I was really frustrated. I've actually never rage quit like that in a beta. I've maybe done like once or twice, you know, but here I've rage quit out of maps like 5 times, 6 times, and that's because most of those were domination and the team just not doing what they're supposed to. Yeah, I said it's more emphasis on teams. I understand you're on teams, but I've always been that fast paced. I'm gonna go out and do that, but if you go on your own, it's like it's not Modern Warfare 19 where there are people to spawn out your asses and stuff. It's just at a point people are just there waiting for you to come around that corner. You know, I just don't like playing the chessboard type feel. You know, bring back Modern Warfare 3, bring back Ghost, bring back Black Ops 2, bring back that stuff. I mean, I've never been a fan of Modern Warfare 19. Cold War was a bit better, but at the same time, I didn't like that either. And the recycled maps were pretty good when it came out, but the other maps they had, I just wasn't happy with, except for like the big ground war ones. Vanguard was complete garbage, but this one, sometimes Vanguard looks good because of what they've done so bad with this one. I don't know. I just need to see the full game because for that whatever they done to it, the level cap at 15 right now. The 3 maps just I don't know. It wasn't good. This is not a good beta at all. Beta sucks. So like I said, Call of Duty got a lot on their plate to fix right now, and they waited too damn long to do this. So nothing may get fixed, you know, until halfway into the game cycle, and that's sad. If this is the case, nobody's gonna want to buy 2024, you know, because we can't trust them. You had how many developers working on this, and you let multiplayer go neglected? The only positive thing I enjoyed is finally, if you see it, you can interact with it. Oh my God, I've been waiting for that to happen for years. No longer will you see a car or boxes there and be like, look, I jump higher. Why can't I get on top of them? Why is it just a background ornament? You know? Now you can finally, if you can see it, you can interact with it. Yes, there's some things you can't because it makes sense because it's like vines that you're not supposed to. Now Warzone's questionable. There was fences you couldn't even mantle. People was just trying to jump over nothing. Look stupid. But multiplayer, they finally fixed that. No longer will you become like, okay, here's boxes you could like, duck behind, but you can't jump over them. You can't climb. You can't get a good position. That's gone. That's the one positive I can give right now. But right now, everything else, I don't feel rewarded. I don't feel accomplished if I win. Um, the death cam or kill cam, whatever cam you want to call it, highlight cam, useless. It's not set up for what? What is it set up for? I don't get it. Best play? There is no best play. Everything's so damn fast. Like fast kills, and you're not gonna get multiple people like you think you do unless they're not paying attention. But I have not seen any good kill camps once yet. It's completely useless. That's because how they did the multiplayer. I don't know. I don't have anything good to say about it. This may be the worst Call of Duty, even worse than Vanguard. They got a lot on their plate and too little time to fix. This looks like another cash grab, another, hey, we gotta find out how to get these bundles sold out. Hey, we got a third person mode now. Alright, let's get these skins up. We're gonna get some operators out here. We're gonna get $20 bundles. Well, I don't know if they're gonna do the bundle thing or find they may put 99 cents per yeah. I know better than let that come out of my mouth, but the emphasis once again, Warzone and bundles. I'm not happy with multiplayer. So let me know how y'all feel. But this my honest opinion about multiplayer. I don't know if I left anything else out. I'm just not happy about anything in it, except for you can interact with what you see out there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave some likes, some comments. Definitely hit that bell to subscribe, and always enjoy.